Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to take care of a bull calf and help it get ready for market. If you are a dairy farmer, you already know that if you have a calf that's maybe a week old or less, you ship it to market, you don't have to worry about this. But if you buy a calf and you want to raise it to either a feeder or raise it to be a full-grown steer that you'd like to sell at market at the auction houses, then you need to take a few steps right away when they're very young. This calf here is about 8 weeks old. We're going to go through the castrating, the dehorning, and the implanting. This section of the video we're going to talk about actually the castrating. There's a couple ways that you can castrate a calf. The way we're going to demonstrate here first is going to be with the rubber bands. And how this works is you have a real small rubber band here. You can zoom in. And this rubber band right here actually goes on here and it gets real large. I'm going to show you how that works then. We're going to actually put two on this calf because I like to do two to make sure if one breaks, make sure you get a nice snug fit so it cuts off all the blood and so the animal will actually have the scrotum and testicles dry off. The second way that you can use is called an emasculator. We won't demonstrate it here, but I'm going to show you how this works. With an emasculator, it works nicer for a little bit larger of an animal. What happens is you actually open up the jaws like this. When you get the scrotum, and you'll see when I do it with the band, you can only do one testicle at a time. You put one testicle in and there's a cord, that cord between the testicle and the body. When you do that, you get it down, you make sure it's tight, and you clamp and it will lock. You have to wait until there's actually like a cracking sound. When that cracking sound takes place, then that testicle has been taken care of, it will dry up and will no longer be functional. You cannot do both testicles at once. Then you have to get the other testicle, get it in there, clamp it down, wait for the crack. You know that the cord has been crushed and now the animal will be completely castrated. Another way to castrate an animal is what's called straight cut. That means where you take a knife and you literally remove the entire scrotum and testicles with one straight cut with a surgical knife. It's the least popular way that I like to use. This is for older animals. And when you're a one-man guy like myself, it's a little bit hard to have one animal by yourself when they're 400 or 500 pounds. You have the rubber band, which we're going to demonstrate here in a second, and of course the straight cut as well. Now it's very important when we do this that we do it correctly. The animal has, of course, two testicles. If you don't get them both, it'll be a stag. And that means it's going to have the temperament of a bull. You're not going to get paid as good at market for it because it's like a bull. And that means when it gets bigger and it gets a little owly and wants to run the place, you're going to be at a little more risk, and that's what you want to get away from. You also want the animal just to grow better, faster, and easier. Okay, settle down here, guy. Okay, now, if he cooperates, you'll have to follow me real close.
I will. I'm going to zoom in a little.
Okay. Now, what you do is hopefully our animal here settles down a little bit, because we're doing this in a slower manner versus me just getting them done real quickly. But when you have the animal, especially the younger it is, you have to get the entire scrotum and the testicles need to fall. So he's got a nice little coin purse here. His testicles have both fallen. You can feel both of them. But if you have a very young calf, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks old, one of the testicles or even both may not have fallen. You need to then actually dig up inside their abdomen a little bit and get them down until you have both testicles. What you do then is very easily, unless they fight, is you have both testicles here. You can zoom in, see what I'm doing. You get the scrotum to go through. Make sure both testicles are in. You let go of the lever, the rubber band comes out, you just pull down, and there we got it. If you can get a close-up, you can see exactly what it looks like. Now in this case, we're also going to add a second band because I want to have a good snug fit, make sure all the blood supply is out. In a week to 10 days, it's going to be pretty much dried off. And as quick as that, easy as can be. And he's going to be castrated now. He is done. So that takes care of it.